Okay, so today I'm gonna tackle the dreaded, as you can see there, leaky windows on a T5.1 Volkswagen Kombi transporter. Not in that order. You know what I mean. This is a 2010, so I'm not sure if any of the models like the T5 differ in the window. I'm guessing the mechanism is probably the same. I have looked online to see about videos to do this. It's bloody hard to find things, to be honest, so I thought I'd do my own. Like you can see it leaking there already, it's a pain. They are an absolute nightmare. You think German engineering would be good and you'd have no issues, but here we are. Seems to be a real issue. Look at that, you can see it all down there. It's not even really raining bad today, but I've had the same issue with this window, which I've done already. I've already repaired this one, so I feel like I kind of know how I can do this one, and I thought I'd pass on that knowledge. I'm not a tradesman, I'm not a specialist, I have no idea what I'm doing. I just like a bit of mountain biking, and I have a van and a leaky window, so I thought I'd try and fix them. So I just put together the things I've used on the other windows so you can have a look. Like I say, I'm not a tradesman, I don't have fantastic tooling and things like that, but it just goes to show you don't actually need a lot to be able to do this repair. So number one, focus, come on, kitchen roll. Some of this caulk. Which one have I got here? I have this cheap stuff, £2.19 from Sturmat or other shops. It's just bathroom sealant for bathrooms. You've got a little screwdriver, not a big one. Look, you can see, show what you need it for in a bit. I used a bit of air duster just to clean out the drainage points. A bit of tape, I'll show you what that's for later if I need it. What are they called? Trim tools, wet wipes for getting rid of that and your hands. Safety glasses are a must. Now, I also use this as a biker. I use the tools I have. Other brands available, don't know if I should hide that, whatever. I use this, it's a degreaser to get gunk off your chain gears. Now, the build-up inside the drainage points, sorry about that, the camera's coming out my hand. The build-up inside the drainage points was so thick, it was almost like a tar. So I thought I'd use this, and it says here, look, it is rapid grease shredding formula, safe on rubber, metal, carbon, and carbon fiber components. So that's a bit there, like safe on rubber, water soluble and biodegradable. So I thought I'd use this to, well, get the, as it says there, like grease and grime and all the crap that's inside the drainage holes. And it seemed to work really well, really well. In fact, they were pretty blocked. So when I sprayed that in a couple of times, I let it sit for a little bit. Then, this is why I have this, the bike pump. I used that into the drainage hole and pump away. And at that, with the degreaser, managed to kick out all the rubbish out of the drainage holes in here, which I'll show you now. Look at that, it's awful. Which are, come on, focus. Ooh, there we go. You can't even see, it's so filled with water. Look, just in there. Anyway, I'm going to clean all that out now. I'm going to take this window out and give it a good clean. Cleaning is the most time-consuming part of the whole operation. Okay, so we're going to get this window off. I've opened it, I don't know, 3/4 of the way. You don't want it to sit like in the little clicking part. Sorry, I'm doing this while holding a phone. Like I say, not a professional, just doing my best. And then, I don't know if you can see this portion here. What I use this for then, the little screwdriver, is I just run it into that channel. Just gently pop it into there. I mean gently. It's a bit awkward with one hand, I'll be honest, and I'm not left-handed. I might have to put the camera down for this bit, guys. But you can do it with two hands. You just gently pry that down and pop it out, this top part. Once you get the top part out, it's the same thing on the bottom. In fact, you can just kind of pull it. It's really easy. I'll get it to that point and then I'll show you what the next stage is. Okay, so as you can see, I've popped out that bit and the one on the top. Sorry for if it's not very clear, guys. The light isn't in my favor, and again, just doing it off a phone. And that just swings out then like that. Like the other two pop out, and then where it sits, let me get this here. Oh, good God. On those rails there. Come on, there we go. They just slide out like that. And then you can lift your window completely out. That's what I was talking about there, like. Then they just sit, and that one, which is the retractable pin, there, like that, look, guys. That you operate with the window as you normally would, and that just, those are the bits that just sit in that rail there. Yeah, so let's give here the drainage hole at the back and the one at the front a good clean, and then I'll clean down this section here between the plastic fitting and the actual glass itself. When I did the other one, it was filled with gunk, guys, filled with gunk. Again, so how I'm cleaning that is I just got my little screwdriver. Again, I use this pretty much for a lot of these jobs, you'll see, because that gets quite nicely into the groove along here. And also you can pop it into there, give it a little twist. But what I've noticed, I took this bottom plastic cover off, which is a real breeze to get off, to be honest. It's not really hard. You just got to be quite careful with it in case you break it. There is like a, how can I explain, like a plastic fitting underneath that is attached to the metalwork and on the window, I think, from what I can see. And that is part of the drainage, so the water comes down here into there, and then from what I gather, it sits in that little a cup almost, drips outwards and then down and out here somewhere, I don't know. Yeah, okay, so I've given all down here a bit of a clean. What I would suggest, that if you are going to do it, I mean, I don't think it's essential. I just do it because there was like a bit of moss build up, you know, that kind of grime and so on. It's to just be very careful in doing so, because you don't want to create more issues than you already have. What I also did was with the wet wipes, I just went around the rim of the window and just on the inside where the rubber seal might meet, again, just to try and clean it in case there is any dirt there that can create any gaps for water ingress. So what I've done now is just started to take this bottom part of the plastic trim off here. I've done one just so I could do the next bit, just to show you guys. Sorry, the camera is a crap, I know that. I'm not a pro, man. I'm not pro. Just like that there. They're just be careful in doing it, and it just pops off all the way. You might be able to just do it with your hand. There you go. There we go. And that's just all it is. It's just those type of clips. Like, you can see all the water there. Like, nothing in the back. Don't know if that's a good sign. But definitely in the front there. Look. So hopefully that back one might be okay. So here's the part I was telling you about. Just here. What's going on? My finger. So this is the bit I was trying to tell you about earlier, where that cup sits. I don't know if you can see, make out just with a light. I try and get it a bit closer, just there, look. So that is where, just above the hole for the drainage is. And yeah, look at that, you can see it's loose. Be very careful, because you don't want to break it. The one on the last one I'd done on the other side, I think someone had pushed something down to try and clear it, and the one on the back end had snapped. It was still in there, still intact, but it had snapped, so I had to do a little bit of extra work just to get it to sit. Again, I'll clean in there, clean down the hole now. I'll try and do it the best I can with, again, my little screwdriver. Again, being as gentle as I possibly can, because I don't want to create any more problems than I already have. And then once it's cleaned with this, I'll get the degreaser down there, hold that in, let that sit for a little bit. I'll pop the top of the bike pump into here, give it a blow. You'll see all the gunk come out the other end, drips down. Once I know that's coming out, and it's, you'll see all the bits of black, it's disgusting. I think you're kind of good to give it a good another clean, get all the degreaser off, run some water through it. Again, you will get the drips, but then you want to dry it out the best you can. That's what I use the air for. And then get some of that sealant just in and around that section there, and just make sure that it stays upwards so it doesn't come loose. And that should fix the job. So what I've done is got this, it fits nicely, it's a really good size, sits right in there, and I've just given it a bit of a twist. It gets all this gunk out. And then don't push too hard. Again, like I say, you don't want to damage or separate that. That's the rear one, this one, look, and that's just the same. You can see there, look guys. Oh, look at all that crap. Oh my God, disgusting. Yeah, I'll get the kitchen towels, or whatever they're called, the tissue, put that on the end of this here, and I'll try and get that out the best I can. That's just filth. It just goes to show how much build-up you get over time. And I'm guessing someone's pushed one of these in here like this, and then you can see, look, watch that, there you go, look, that's me pushing that in from the top, and it's just pushing it. So someone's probably tried to clear it out. With most videos I've seen, they tell you to push something in, and they've just knocked it out. So whatever seal was on there is gone. We'll get rid of that now, all that gunk, and then we'll just put a load of sealant in there. I mean, I'm not going to do a fancy job, it's not going to look superb, but you know what, when that cover's back on, if it seals it, I couldn't care less. I just wanted to show you there, that's the gunk I had just from putting this into the top and giving it a bit of a twist. That's out of both of them, but it goes to show how much build up you get. There we go. So just given under there and under that one there, the best clean I can possibly do with what I've got. Look at all that crap I've had from out of there. It's all really thick and dirty. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the bike pump nozzle into there. Might have to hold it and then pump away. Yeah, I'll have to put my hand underneath just to make sure it's closed, and that, what I'm hoping it's going to do, to let out any crap out of there where it drains on the outside. Once I've done that on both sides, that might be enough. I'll put that degreaser in and we'll go from there. Okay, so I've put the nozzle in, I've given it a good pump. It seems like it's the air's going straight through. It's quite hard to tell, but I've put something under there just to try and protect the carpet lining and so on, and I'm going to just spray the degreaser into the hole, and hopefully we'll see come out the other end. There you go, look at that. There it is. Excellent. Do that onto the other side now. Look at that, you can see the crap under there as well. Look, it's come through. This stuff really gets the gunk off. It's pretty good. I'll let that sit for a minute, do it again, do the other side, put some water through it, let it dry out, and then we'll get the sealant on. Okay, so I've given that a few minutes in between. I've done another load of degreaser into the drainage hole. I've let it sit again, and I've done it 3 times. I've done it three sets of squirt. I've done that on the other windows as well. I'll take this away now. You can see, look at the rubbish that's collected. I'll do the same on that side now, and then we'll get to the sealant. I've now finished cleaning both the drainage holes underneath, and I've put the degreaser down both of them. I've given it a really good wipe, trying to let it dry out a little bit now. Not the best conditions, it is raining, as you can see. I'm going to run some water through it. What I'll do is I'll get a Calpol syringe and just trickle a little bit of water in it and see how it comes out the other side. I've already seen that they are draining. They're coming from underneath as well, because of those plastic cups are broken and not sealed, but it is actually draining on both sides. The reason why I'm going to put the water through is to try and clear any of the degreaser that I have used already. Tool of the trade, Calpol syringe. I mean, I think any other kind of syringe would work well. One with a bit of a pointy end would be better maybe, but this is all I have. I can thank the kids for this tool. So again, just get some water and just pop it in. Oh god, I missed the whole thing. Look. Pop it in, and then hopefully it should be, there we go, clearing out there. There you go. You can still see some of the dirt on there. It dribbled all the way down there. Look at the dirt. There you go. I'll do that a couple of times just to flush it out with any degreaser, and I'll do the other side. I just finished washing it all out with water, and I'm trying to dry it as much as I can with the kitchen towel, and I'm going to just spray in the air everywhere just to try and, yeah, it's not a very good job trying to demonstrate that with the air in a can. Air in a can, man. Air in a can. I just had a thought, I probably could have just done this with the bike pump, or if it was a nicer day, let evaporation do its thing with a bit of time, but like I say, it's raining, I haven't got the luxury, so I'm just trying to get it dry as best I can. Now I've finished that, I'm going to put the sealant in here. It's a bit hard to see with the light. There you go, under there. I'm going to put it all around to the edge in here, just to create a seal and stop the water leaking, because that's where it's all coming from. It's all leaking from under that little cup. I warn you, I'm going to do this now, and I warn you the next images are not going to be pleasant. So any, I don't know, plumbers out there or roofers that use sealant often, you can probably laugh at me and make terrible work, but it's not a fashion show. It's just about getting it sealed. When that bottom plastic piece is back on, you won't see any of it. So I'm going to crack on with that now, and I'll do both of them, that one and this one here, and then we can have a look at the mess I make. I just finished that with the sealant, and there's my fantastic results. You can actually see the cup a lot better now. I didn't say it was going to be pretty, guys. If you're after pretty, you're on the wrong channel. And there's the other side, which looks so much worse. But it's pretty hard when you're on your knees, and I probably should have taken the seats out, or at least moved them out of the way, just to give myself a bit more leverage. However, it's done, it's all sealed, it's not going to go anywhere. If it does, I can always put a bit more in. I know how to do it now. I know exactly what the problem is. There you go, look. Trying to get round there so you can have a better look. Oh, that one's a right mess. But you know what? There's so much on there, I'd be shocked if the water ever gets through there again. And that's the idea, I guess. So I'll fit that clip, that plastic piece, back in the bottom here now. And I'll hide all the disgusting caulking or sealant I've put in, and then we'll refit the window. I'm just putting this back in here, and I thought I would try and show you how easy it is to put it back in. So you've got those little clips there, and they just sit into that bit there. So all you have to do is, sorry about this, is lift up. Oh God, I thought it'd be easier. Always when you show someone, always when you show someone. There you go. And then on to the next one. There it is. And it just pops in like that. So here I have the window ready to go back in. What I decided to do on the last one, on that side, was to just move it round. Just give the, you can see it there, look, there's just bits of grime and I don't know what it is, moss. And just to give that a bit of a clean on the seal before reinstalling it. I thought it was a good idea, just in case there's any, creates any like lumps and gaps. While it's off, give it a good clean. There's nothing, no harm, I guess, in giving everything a nice clean before reinstalling it. Saves you taking it off again, and hopefully it'll prevent any ingress of water. I think what we've done already is good enough, but yeah, to be sure, as they say. Yeah, look. What, why is it not focusing? You can see there anyway. There you go. Look at that. Yeah. Get rid of all that and just give it a nice little tidy up. It doesn't have to be anything special. Again, be careful when you're doing any cleaning. You don't want to create more issues than you already have by damaging the rubber seal. They are replaceable. You can take them off and put them back in. It's not a hard job to do, but again, it's just more money on a van that you're probably spending a fortune on already. And you know, let's face it, if we don't have to, why should we? So I'll give that a clean now, and we'll get that in, and then job done. When I'm cleaning around this edge, what I've used is the degreaser again, just on a bit of kitchen towel, and I'm not rubbing it too hard. I don't want to damage anything. And look at that, that's just from that one edge. So you can see how much rubbish there is just sitting there in those grooves and on the edge of the seal. So I'm trying to just get as much off as I can before reinstalling it. Look at that. Ugh. Giving it a good clean just around the edge, and yeah, it's not perfect, but it's much better than it was. To reinstall the window, just do as you did to take it out, but in reverse. So get the little nibs in that sliding bar at the bottom, and again just tilt your window slightly, I don't know if you can see, and then match them to the rail at the top there. And then once they are in, that will sit there quite nicely. I'll try and do this with one hand, swap over, do that to bring those pins in, then they pop in the top and bottom, and then it's a case of getting that one up there and the one down there back in. And you could do that just prying it with well, I used a credit card because, you know, that's all I had available. Just popped it over and then give it a little knock, and it just clips in, or just do that. That was nice and easy. That's the top, and there's the bottom. I didn't expect that to go in so easy. Window complete. So there it is, job done. I just thought I'd show you all the gunk that's come out from the drainage. You can see it quite a lot there. So this is done on a 2010 T5.1. I don't think the windows differ much from the T5 to the T5.1, but I'm not sure what it's like on a T6 and above. So please let me know how you get on, guys, and I hope this video has been of some help. And don't judge me for my terrible tradesman skills. Thank you.